Hi, I'm Holly and I haven't done a video for a while because quite frankly they intimidate me and I don't really like looking at myself, so there we go, we all have our own little issues. But it's come to mind following a post on social media yesterday that actually there's still a lot of misunderstanding about what it is that I do, which is understandable. And if you were like me several years ago and someone mentioned the word hypnotherapy, you may have run a mile. And I've realised now that actually that was due to my ignorance and I had no idea what it was. And I guess more importantly, what it wasn't. So I just want to allay some fears really, in that the way that I work as a solution focused hypnotherapist is very much working with you to help you to establish the tools that you already have but that have got lost in the confusion and often the trauma of life. And the way that we do that is through the understanding of your brain, how it works, how we can optimize it, how we can help you to take back control. Now, you may see posts all over social media and people talk about it all the time, about the power of mindfulness, yoga, all these things helping to alleviate anxieties, depression, etc. And they're absolutely right. But do you know why? And I think that holds the key. If we know why these activities actually help us to take back control, then it makes it that much easier for us to actually manifest our desires and overcome those problems that have been stopping us from being ourselves. So that's what I do through using various different techniques and a little hypnosis at the end, and that's obviously the bit that people often run away from. We can warrant some amazing positive change, and it really is about me helping you to empower yourself through taking back control, through understanding why you feel the way you do, and then more importantly what it is you can do about it. And the hypnotic trance is really, well, most of my clients would tell you is the best bit, because you don't actually have to do anything at all other than allow my words to offer you some guidance and direction, but knowing it doesn't matter if you don't hear every word I say, which may sound a little weird, but we know how our brains work. We know how they like to contrive against us. So by allowing them to relax totally, to zone out for all intents purposes, or to focus on something specific, we realise that the brain is more capable of solving its own problems, of coming up with solutions to those problems that we are currently facing. So for example, if you drive, or if you're a gamer and you like Xboxing, you can probably relate to a moment in time where actually the whole of the rest of the world disappeared. You reached your destination with no recollection of certain parts of your journey, or if you're gaming, you get to an end of a game and realise that time has flown, quite frankly. And if you're younger, then parents are wondering how you got so caught up in it. But that's actually the best example of the brain doing what it does best and putting itself into a natural state of hypnosis, just switching off, relaxing completely. And when it's in that state, you probably can relate to ideas coming to mind that you hadn't really thought about. I often find when I'm driving, I come up with all sorts of ideas that if I could stop and write them down, it would be brilliant. And it's because my brain's relaxed. So we contrive that natural, relaxed mental state here within my relaxed room. And we find that with that and other talking therapies together, we can empower you towards that positive outcome that you're looking for. And as I said earlier, a lot of people are looking for happiness. Well, that's great. I talk about the work I do with regard to you being in control or out of control. If we can allow you to take back control so that you have clarity of thought and effective decision making, then you can choose to be happy, and that's great, as opposed to your brain doing what it does best, which is contriving against you with all the best intentions in the world. It wants to ensure your survival, but it hasn't caught up with our modern day living. Well, then you can take those positive steps towards that future you're looking for, reducing anxiety, alleviating symptoms of depression, improving performance, both sporting wise or in exams. Whatever the problem is you face, together we can give you the tools that you need to take back control. So that's me, Holly Stone, hypnotherapy. Thank you.